Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today it is Thursday, so that means it is palette roulette collab day with myself. Sorry I didn't do this before I came on. My lips are just really dry. This is where myself and Christine from Life with Christine. Okay. Welcome to Palette Roulette Collab Day, where myself and Christine from Life with Christine play Palette Roulette. That is where we take all of our eyeshadow palettes, put them on the Spin the Wheel app. We spin that wheel, and whatever eyeshadow palette comes up is picked. That is the one we pick and make an eye look with. Do a little get ready with me with. And you can join in. It's an open collab. If you ever want to make a video and do this, you can use the Spin the Wheel app. It is wherever you get your apps at, and or any kind of random generator, random number generator, randomizer, anything like that, whatever, to help you pick your eyeshadow palette. It helps when you have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, believe me, and like you want to, I mean, you don't even have to make a video whenever you want to, just don't want to have to make a decision, basically. So, but if you want to make a video, go ahead and use that hashtag palette roulette and join the open collab. Christine and I just like to do it and do our collab together because we are the Glam gals, and I don't know, that's just our name that we came up with. So, yeah. So, let's go ahead and spin the wheel. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel. I think I did all the explaining. We do this every Thursday, except for after this week, for the next 3 Thursdays after that, we're going to be taking a break. We've each got life things happening. So, it's just gonna be like that. So here is my wheel. Okay, there you go. Okay, and it says palette roulette up here. Look at all of those eyeshadows. Like I said, we're gonna be doing declutter soon, so a lot of those are gonna be going away. Yeah, someday I'm gonna do it, I promise. Okay, all right, and Christine said I can spin again if I don't like the palette that I picked. Okay, Christine said I can do it if I want. If I don't like the palette that it picks, I'm allowed to spin again. So we agreed. That is part of the rules. I'm not cheating. Okay, let me turn the volume up so we can get some sound, and let's spin that wheel. Wannabe. Okay, that's a good palette. That's a ColourPop palette, and it happens to be one of my favorite ColourPop palettes, so I'm down for that. It's not necessarily a really exciting palette, but we shall use it. Let me go get everything together to make a look with it, and let me put my tablet over there. Let me go get that palette, and we shall get started. Okay, be right back. Okay, here we go. This is the Wannabe palette. It was when they were doing those insect collections. ColourPop was doing those insect collections, like the dragonfly and the bee and something else. I don't really remember. It was dragonfly and firefly, I think it was. So this is the palette. I just really like this palette because I like yellows and golds with browns. That's why I really enjoy the palette. I have another one that's similar to this. It's the Star Wars C-3PO palette. Very similar to it, but I'm definitely going to keep both of those palettes, even though they're very similar. Okay, I'm just going to start off with this yellow color called To Be. I've got all my primers and everything like that on. This is like a yellow color. I am just putting this up above the crease. I wouldn't say this is the most, this definitely isn't the most pigmented yellow there is, which is funny because, I mean, ColourPop's colors are usually pretty pigmented, but they can't seem to make a good yellow. But the more you build it up, the better it gets. Okay, so we got some yellow in there, looking pretty good, pretty good. Like I said, this isn't the most exciting palette. A lot of my palettes are not that exciting, so I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, but okay, I'm going to go into Worker Bee and put that in the crease and work in right there, make it look all nice and stuff. When it comes to making more colorful looks, I think Christine's more suited for that. I do colorful looks, but not as often as I used to. Sometimes I'll do an Instagram look or a collab look, sure. Or like if I'm doing a try on for from a subscription box, they'll hand me a colorful palette. I'll make a colorful look. Like that palette from yesterday. Oh my gosh, that was a beautiful palette. That Warriors Wear Pink palette. Oh my gosh. I would wear that look. I would definitely wear that look out and about. Okay, why did it get hot again? I am sitting here sweating in my beauty room. I've got the fan on. It's back in the 80s where I live. Who turned the heat back up? It was like, we were like chilling in the 50s and 60s, and then all of a sudden, it's in the 80s again. And for the foreseeable future, I don't see it going back down. We're almost in November. I'm sitting here making fall looks. I want it to be fall. Okay, let's get into some browns now. Let's go into Beezy. That's a cute name, Beezy. Okay, and we're gonna put that in the outer corner here. We're gonna make a cute little buzzy bee look. Little bumblebee. My ex-husband hated bees. I'm like, they're just doing their job. He doesn't like them anyway. I think bees are cute. Okay, so let's go in for the blend. Okay, there we go with the brown on the outer corner. I do clean up my looks in case you were wondering. Okay, let us put on some shimmers, or at least one shimmer. You know what I've been doing lately? Putting on one shimmer and then another matte, or no shimmers and just all mattes. But let's put on one shimmer. What shimmer should we do? We've got 4 shimmers here. We've got, no, that's not a shimmer. This shimmer, this shimmer, this shimmer, and this shimmer. I don't want to go really with a bold gold. And I don't really want a bronzy one either. And maybe that one, maybe that dark bronzy one. Is that the color? I don't know. What's it called? Oh, Beehive. Oh, Beehive. That's cute. I love their little puns that they make. Okay, I'm going to put it on my flat brush. I always do spray my, oh, this is beautiful honey-like color, dark honey color. Right there. Okay, I think I am going to use this light gold called Sweet Much, right here, and use that on the inner part of my eyelid. And yeah, you know, when I'm making looks for work in the mornings, that's what I usually do, is just use one shimmer. But you know, when I'm making looks for YouTube, I want to use lots of shimmers. Definitely. Or I'll do an all matte look for work. It has to be a little more neutral for work during the week. Like if I was using this palette for work, I would probably go all matte or just use the one shimmer. Okay. Okay, so here we go with this look so far. Let me just do some cleanup work here. That's just what I call it. And yeah, I will be probably darkening this up a little more when we come back after I put on the rest of my makeup. First, I am going to put on some eyeliner, clean it up, put on some mascara. I'm going to show you what the look looks like before I put on the makeup. And then we will come back and do underneath the eyes, all that good stuff. That's what I usually do. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, here is the look thus far. And for eyeliner, I use the Statement Gel Liner by Moira. I'm almost out of this. I need to get a new one because I really like that eyeliner. For mascara, no, I didn't use that one this time. I used the ABH Lash Brag, and along with that, I used the Pacifica Stellar Glaze Mini that I got as... Where did I get that? Oh, I got it in an Ipsy Glam bag, I think. Yeah. Yes, I did. Okay, so I am really liking this look so far. I should pull this out for Shop My Stash. Definitely. Although, I think I'm pulling out C3PO for next month. I've already made my list. I get bored sometimes, and I make lists when I'm bored, and I think I've already made my list for next month's Shop My Stash. So there's that. Okay, so let me go put on the rest of my makeup, and then we'll come back and do underneath, or in the lower lash line, underneath my eyes, whatever, and do the inner corner highlight, which is my favorite thing to do. But what am I going to use? I've already used all the light colors. Okay, we're going to have to pull something out of my single shades over here, which is very exciting. Okay, all right, I'll be right back. Okay, here is my makeup that I put on my face. I never know what to say when I come back after doing this. Here's my face. Okay, to let you know what I'm wearing, I told y'all I'd come back and tell y'all about this Fenty Beauty, this Ease Drops blurring stick. I really love this. You know, it is very sheer though. I just used this because I didn't want to glob on a bunch of makeup. It didn't stop me from putting on a butt ton of blush, but I don't have any concealer on. I didn't even put on my color corrector, my e.l.f. color corrector under my eyes. I just used this in bronzer, blush, highlighter, this and powder. which is a lot, granted, but it's very hot in here. I didn't want to use something real heavy, so I used this, and it is nice and light. The only problem I have is this is as much as it gives you, so I just use a little bit of it. And so I don't try to put, like I said, a bunch on. And so it's 4 days when I just want to wear a light amount of foundation, like right now. So yeah, I think for what it is, it's probably a little overpriced, but it really is nice. It really is. I really like it. So I'm glad I have it. I'm glad that I don't dislike it, but I do feel like I overpaid for it because I wish it had more product in it. Okay, so I use that for foundation. For a bronzer, where it's always right underneath my nose, it is the Kosas The Sun Show in the shade Beachy. That's what I've been using pretty much every day for the last couple of weeks. For blush, and I used a lot of it, is the e.l.f. Monochromatic Multi-Stick in the shade, what is this? Bronzed Cherry. Sorry that took so long. I didn't know if I had it upside down or right side up or what, but I really like this. This is really nice for like a warm toned color. I really like cream and liquid blushes now. I kind of prefer them over powdered, the powdered kind. Okay, for highlighter, gotta love this. It is the Nabla Skin Glazing. Do they still make this? I sure hope they do, because it is, I keep talking about it, and I'd hate to keep talking about something that you can't even get anymore. This is the Nabla Skin Glazing Highlighter in the shade Ozone, and everything's still looking good. For powder, I use the CoverGirl Advanced Radiance. Still trying to make my way through that. And for my lips, here it is. This is the ColourPop Just a Tint in the shade Z Boys. I really like this. It's very, very hydrating on the lips. I just wish it lasted longer on the lips. ColourPop products tend to be that way, you know? Okay, let me, you know what I didn't do? I didn't do my brows, but you know what? I think my brows look just fine. You know, it's because sometimes I get a lot of powder in my brows. I didn't intend to do that this time, so I think my brows look good. So, okay, let's take my little fluffy brush and let's take this color Pollen for You. Like falling for you, pollen for you. Haha. They just are just too witty, you know, too witty for their own good. Who sits at their desk all day thinking up these names? Or do you think it's like they have like a committee? Because that's what they like to do these days. They like people thinking in groups. Okay, and then I'm going to go into this, back into Worker Bee and outline my lower lash line. Those of you familiar with my channel know the drill. You know what I'm doing. Nothing new to see here. You could probably fast forward. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Okay, then I'm going to go into Beezy, which is that darkest color. And I'm going to put a little bit more up here that I'm going to blend in. I'm going to bring a little bit, this is such a pretty brown. And then I'm going to blend it in, give it a little bit more dimension. And then I'm going to put that Bad Gal Bang on my lower lashes. And then I'll be right back and we'll talk about the inner corner. Okay, so here's what the eyes look like right now. I pulled out this Moira cream shadow, lucent cream shadow in the shade Phoebe 24 Phoebe. And that's what it looks like right there. I think either that or we have this. What is this? From Toy Factory Dream Set in the shade Bisha. Okay, I think I've used this before too. But this has, let's swatch this. Okay, this is, I don't know if you can see that or not, which means it's probably not going to make that much of an impact. That's more of a highlighter shade. And then there's Phoebe here. That has some glitter in it, I think. Is that gonna... Let's try this Phoebe color. Let's just try it and see if it... Oh yeah, okay, good. Okay, I think we got a winner here. Good, I'm glad I found a use for this because I don't think I've used it yet. Although I think it'd make a very pretty lid color too. Let's pull this up some into the eyelid. Okay, here is the final look. Here are the eyes. I think that Phoebe shade really looks good as an inner color highlight, and I put it a little bit on the lids as well. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I'd love to know what your opinions are. Do you have this palette? What do you think of this palette? Does ColourPop still sell this palette? Are you thinking of, have you thought about getting this palette? Anything like that? Did you do palette roulette this week? What did it come up with? I want to know. I want to know. Did you respin? Did you? Let me know if you respun, okay? Or did you do any kind of random generator on your palettes? Let me know what palette that you, let me know just what palettes have you been using lately. I would love to know. Leave me everything in the comments below. Just leave me a comment because I want to hear from you. Okay. All right. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. If you think you would like it, go and check out Christine. I have all her information down in the description box down below. Go and check out her video as well. And okay, let's see what is next. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Whether you are a returning subscriber, whether you're a casual viewer, whether this is your very first time watching one of my videos, if it is, thank you so much for picking this video to watch. Please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell, setting it to all so that you're notified every time that I upload a new video. I hope y'all all having a wonderful, fantastic, amazing day out there today. If you're having an especially hard time, know that I am thinking about you. I'm sending you out all of those good vibes. Just remember to stay strong, stay healthy, and stay safe out there. And I will see you. I won't see you tomorrow because I have an appointment I have to go to tomorrow, so there won't be a video. I won't be making a video tomorrow, so it won't be a video to go up on Friday, but I will see you Saturday. Okay, I'll see you then. Okay, goodbye.